Hello, this is Simon from Guitar.co.uk, and this is part 3 of my tutorial on how to play Minuet in D major, Opus 11 no. 5 by Fernando Sor. Now this section we're starting now at bar 17, and we start by barring our first finger across at the 5th fret, which now gives us the A on the 1st string and D on the 5th string. We also need the 2nd finger to be placed on the 2nd string 7th fret on F sharp. And now with the first 2 beats we're playing the 5th string and the first 2 strings, pivot the finger up to give the open A string or the open 5th string, then we put the finger back down and on the 2nd beat repeat. So the first 2 beats of bar 17 are beat 3, we arrive back at our chord that we've played on the previous 2 beats. That's the 5th string and the first 2 strings. We place the 3rd finger on the 1st string 7th fret, then slide that finger up to the C sharp at the 9th fret on the 1st string, and we play the 1st string and 5th string together, and then the little finger plays the D at the 10th fret. So that now would be, so bar 17 is you can also play bar 17 with the open D and the open A string, so you can also play it like this. But I like the sound of that nice dancing bass. You can get by barring the finger and then pivoting the finger up. I like the effect of that. So bar 17, on the D on the 1st string 10th fret from the previous bar, we bar the 1st finger across at the 7th fret to the E on the 5th string, and we play the E, drop that little finger back a fret to the C sharp on the 1st string, we place the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 8th fret G, and we play that with the open A string, the 5th string. So that is now. And again what I do, I just pivot the finger up. So now bar 2, we place the finger back down to give us the E on the 5th string, and we repeat the chord, lift the finger up to the open A, and then back down for the chord, and then finally the last note of bar 18 is just the open 5th string. So that is so bar 17 and 18 go like this. Bar 19 starts by playing a D chord in the 7th position, so we play the open 4th string D. We want the 1st finger on C sharp on the 2nd string, and the little finger on the 1st string 10th fret D. So that's the first half of the first beat. Follow that by playing the open 5th string, and then we drop him back to A on the 1st string 5th fret, and the F sharp with the 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And then we play that chord, and then we play it again with the open 4th string to the open 5th string. So that is now like this. And we do another run up like we played at the end of bar 17. So that's the first 2 strings again with the open D, placing the 3rd finger on the B, slide that up to C sharp on the 1st string with the open 5th string, and then we play the D on the 10th fret 1st string. So that is the same as before. And then on bar 20 we have a repeat of bar 18. So that is. So now bar 17 through to bar 20 is like this. Note the contrast between bars 19 and 20 and 17 and 18 where we're actually holding the bass note down. So it's. Bar 21 starts again with our partial D chord, so on the little finger on the first string 10th fret, first finger on the 7th fret, second string with the open 4th string. So that's the same as the beginning of bar 19. So we have now a sequence of thirds coming down on the first two strings. So we now want the second finger on the 9th fret, first string, third finger on the 10th fret, second string, giving us C sharp and A. That's dropping down a tone or 2 frets to the 7th fret B and the 8th fret G. That drops back to the first finger on the first string 5th fret and the third finger on the second string 7th fret, giving us A and F sharp. Those fingers just slide down to the third position. So the first finger's on the 3rd fret, first string, and the third finger's on the second string, 5th fret. And then finally, those two fingers again drop back another fret to the second position, giving us F sharp on the first string and D sharp on the second string, 2nd fret and 4th fret. But this time we also now include on the 3rd string, the second finger on B at the 4th fret. So, bar 21 is. I'll do that again. I'll play that again. Now, the first and the third fingers move up a fret back to G and E. So that's at the 1st fret and the 5th fret on the first two strings with the open 3rd string. Now, in between the E and the G and the next chord, we have a turn. So what we're doing, we're fingering the A with the little finger, the G with the second finger at the 3rd fret, and the F sharp on the first string 2nd fret. So all 3 fingers must be down so we can do the turn. So we're doing a slur backwards or a pull off down to the F sharp, then a hammer on to that G. So it's. Now we need a quick movement back into the 5th position to get us back to the A and the F sharp on the 5th fret and 7th fret on the first two strings. So that is. And then up to the 7th fret with the first finger, and the second finger drops on the second string 8th fret onto the G. We play those, followed by the 3rd string open, that's the G. We drop down to the E on the 4th string 2nd fret, C sharp with the 3rd finger at the 4th fret 5th string. So that is. Then bar 23 is the first finger on the first string 5th fret, the second finger back on the F sharp on the second string 7th fret, and we're playing the 4th string and the first two strings together. Play the open G 3rd string, drop your 1st and 3rd fingers down to the 3rd fret and 5th fret respectively on the first two strings, and then on the second beat of bar 23 the 3rd finger is dropping down to the D at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and we're now playing a standard D chord, which I'm sure you probably all know. And then finally on beat 3 of bar 23, we're playing a chord of A dominant 7th. So we have the second finger playing C sharp on the second string, 2nd fret, and we're now playing the open 5th string, the open 3rd string, the 2nd string with your finger on it, and an open 1st string. Now that's A dominant 7th, which resolves or moves us onto our D chord. So the second finger moves back up to the D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. We need F sharp with the 3rd finger on the 4th string, 4th fret, and the D with the little finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, giving us our D chord. And then our final chord on beat 2 of bar 24 is another D chord. We already have the 2nd and the 3rd fingers in place, so you put the 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and we play the 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string and 2nd string together, and that's the last chord. And there we have Sor's Minuet in D major, Opus 11 number 5, which is a nice fun piece to play. I saw Segovia play this maybe 2 or 3 times as an encore piece some 50 years ago, and I've always liked this piece. I just find it fun to play. So there we are, that's the Minuet in D major, and I hope this tutorial helps you with playing this piece, and hopefully I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.